So what if I told you there's a $4 million secret hiding in plain sight? Seriously, it has nothing to do with getting a massive raise or some lucky stock pick. It's all about one simple, almost kind of boring habit that explains everything, like why some people build this incredible fortune while the rest of us feel like we're just spinning our wheels.
You know this feeling, right? We've all been there. You're sitting in your car, maybe literally in a Target parking lot, just trying to make the numbers work for the month. It is so stressful. And right at that moment, you're scrolling on your phone and there's Sarah, your coworker, the one who makes the exact same salary as you. And she's on her second vacation this month. It just doesn't add up. How in the world is she pulling that off?
So what's the deal? I mean, is Sarah secretly a trust fund baby? Is she just racking up mountains of credit card debt? Or has she figured out a really simple financial trick that most of us just don't know about? Well, that's the mystery we're going to solve right now. And trust me, the answer is way more straightforward than you think.
To really get this, let's imagine two people. We'll call them Jessica and Amanda. They're starting from the exact same place. Same job, same salary, same age. But one tiny little difference in how they spend their money each month ends up creating a financial gap so huge it's almost hard to believe. Okay, look at this timeline. By age 35, you can already see a pretty big difference, right? Jessica's got over 160 grand, Amanda's got just 31. But then watch what happens. By 45, that gap is now a canyon. Fast forward to 55, and Jessica is officially a millionaire. And by the time they're ready to retire at 65, wow, it's not even close. Jessica is sitting on over $4.3 million. Amanda? She's got less than $500,000 and is probably looking at having to work well into her 70s.
So what was it? What was the one single decision that made for a $4 million difference? Here it is. Jessica took $500 every single month and put it into a simple S&P 500 index fund. That's it. It's basically one investment that buys you a tiny slice of the 500 biggest companies in America. And Amanda? She spent that exact same $500 on a car payment. That's the fork in the road. That one choice is what separated a life of financial freedom from a life of financial stress.
The power behind Jessica's success isn't some secret stock-picking genius. It's the most powerful force in the entire financial universe. Compound interest. It's like magic. It's what happens when your money starts making its own money. And this is where the numbers get absolutely insane.
Just look at this. Over 40 years of saving $500 a month, your actual contribution is $240,000. That's the small slice. But your final account balance is over $3 million. That means the market, just through compound interest, did 92% of the heavy lifting for you. You just had to plant the seeds. The market grew the entire forest for you.
And this is where you can really see that magic start to accelerate. Look here, getting to your first $100,000 takes a while, about 10 years. But look how long it takes to go from $1 million to $2 million, just 6.7 years. Why? Because now you have $1 million all working for you, earning their own money. It's like a tiny snowball rolling down a hill. At first it's slow, but pretty soon it's an unstoppable avalanche.
Okay, so if the math is this simple and this powerful, why isn't everybody a millionaire? Well, the answer is, the biggest thing holding you back isn't the market, it isn't your paycheck, it's your own brain. Let's talk about the sneaky psychological traps that keep even smart people from getting wealthy. The number one obstacle is just plain fear, right? We see these terrifying headlines about market crashes and we panic. But just look at this list. The stock market has survived literally everything you could throw at it. The Great Depression, World War II, massive financial crises, a global pandemic, you name it. And after every single one of these catastrophic events, what has the market always done?
This. It has recovered and then continued to grow, averaging about a 10% return per year, all the way back to 1926. In fact, and this is wild, there has never been a 20-year period in the entire history of the U.S. stock market where a diversified investment like the S&P 500 has lost money. The system is literally built for long-term growth.
But it's not just fear. Our brains have these built-in bugs that work against us. First, there's present bias. That's what makes that shiny new car feel so much better today than the idea of millions of dollars decades from now. Then there's loss aversion. Psychologists have shown the pain of losing $100 feels more than twice as bad as the joy of gaining $100. It makes us sell at the worst possible time. And then there's the silent killer, lifestyle inflation. That's where every time you get a raise, your spending just magically rises to eat it all up.
And if you're thinking, well, this is only for people with high salaries, let me tell you about Ronald Read. Ronald was a janitor, a gas station attendant. His friends and coworkers actually made fun of him because he drove a beat-up old car and wore a jacket held together with safety pins. They had absolutely no idea they were working right next to a secret multimillionaire.
And this, right here, is the most important point of all. Ronald Reed, the janitor, died with an estate worth over $8 million. Now get this, the average doctor, with all that education and that massive income, often dies over $1 million in debt. This proves, beyond a shadow of a doubt, it is not about how much money you make, it's about how much money you keep, and more importantly, how much you put to work for you.
Okay, enough of the why. Let's get to the how, because the best part about all of this is that getting started is shockingly, ridiculously simple. This isn't some complex financial strategy. It's a 5-step blueprint you can literally finish in the time it takes to watch an episode of your favorite show.
This is the entire plan. Step 1, open an investment account. A Roth IRA is a great choice because all your money grows and comes out in retirement completely tax-free. Step 2, link your bank account. Easy. Step 3, buy just one thing. A simple, low-cost index fund that just copies the S&P 500. Step 4, automate it. Set it and forget it. Have the money transfer every month without you even thinking about it. And finally, step 5, maybe the most important step of all, forget you have it. Seriously, don't look at it every day, don't panic when the news gets scary, just let the system do its job for decades.
So, this is where we land. After all the numbers, all the stories, it all boils down to a single choice. A choice that you have the power to make, right now, today. And it's a choice that will completely define the next 40 years of your life.
You have to understand, the one resource you cannot get more of is time. Look at how expensive it is to wait. To hit that same $3 million goal, if you wait until you're 35, you have to invest more than double what a 25-year-old does, every single month. Compound interest is your best friend, but it absolutely crushes you for procrastinating. That goal just keeps moving further and further away.
Ultimately, it's a choice between two very different futures. Path A is a version of you who is totally financially free, who gets to retire when and how they want without worry. Path B, well, that's a version of you still working part-time at age 73, stressed about every bill, and always just one unexpected expense away from disaster. Both of these futures are completely possible. The only thing that decides which one of those futures becomes your reality is the decision you make today. Not next month, not when you get a raise, today. So the question is